Today on Beyond, their marriage ended after their children's shocking deaths.
But that didn't stop us from loving them until we had to say goodbye.
Now Mom and Dad look for relief from the guilt. Plus, James breaks big news to supermodel Racheal Hunter.
You have 2 children now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, there's going to be a third, and it's going to be a girl.
No.
All right? I'll tell you right now. Yeah, so don't worry.
Exhausted by the boy.
Today on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, this might sound really, really weird, but sometimes they come through in very strange ways. And this is a weird one, and I love the weird ones because they're always fun. Is there someone here, I believe it's a woman, who was ironing something and was afraid that it was burnt, or so that it was scorched and burned today before you came here? And is your mother passed over? No, it's someone with a mother connection. Mother is passed in the spirit, and it's over here somewhere, and she saw her daughter ironing something and burned it, or wasn't sure? Okay, then your mom's passed over then. May I come to you, please? Yeah. But she's telling me about scorching something.
Yeah, like kind of.
And it made it brown or something.
Yeah, a little yellow this
Good,
morning.
well, but you're not wearing it, you changed anyway. So.
No, I wore it, yeah.
Okay. I don't mean to embarrass you or
No,
national.
it's okay.
It's okay. We all burn things, it's okay. All right. I don't know who Beth is, or Elizabeth, by the way, or Liz. And that's just a friend of yours, or the connection with?
No.
All right, hold on. Your mother's telling me you came from far away to get here today, okay?
Yeah.
And she's telling me she's concerned about the kids, her kids, okay? She's talking about your father here, her and your father. I don't know who they were married, 20-something years, or?
22.
Okay.
23.
23 years. I will tell you there's a closeness with her mother that she had, and she missed her very, very much. She missed her when the mother passes over, she misses her, and it was like her mother looked after her,
Yes.
okay? And she said, when my mother died, my world died, okay? And that's what she's referring to,
Yeah,
okay?
I understand.
You have a beautiful young picture of your mother out. It's a very young picture of her, not an older picture of her, okay? And she wants to thank you for putting that out there. And she said to tell you, I am, very emotional, I am that way now. Because when she passes over, she feels old, and she feels she's lost some weight also before she passes. I feel withered, and I feel very old. And you know, older beyond her years, I'll put it that way, because she should not have looked that old. You understand? You have a chair of hers. You have a chair of hers. And she goes, you know what? I sit in that chair. She sits in that chair. And she sees you in the living room, or she sees you there, okay? I want you to be careful in the car, because there was an accident back, and you almost were.
Yeah.
So she said, please be careful of the car, okay? You need to think. I gotta leave you. She loves you very, very much, and she wants to give you that. Knowing she's there, right? And she's happier now that she was on this earth. So God bless you. I'll leave you with that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now, Aileen, the start of your reading was very odd.
Yes.
James screaming into the audience, who burned their shirt this morning and lost their mom?
Yeah, that would be me. I was just sitting in the audience prior to the starting, wondering how my shirt got yellow, and realized I must have scorched it when I was ironing it.
She's concerned about the kids.
She was always concerned about myself and my brothers. I have 4 older brothers, and her whole life was taking care of her children and her family.
You have a beautiful young picture of your mother out.
After she passed away, I spent hours on my computer restoring this graduation picture of her that I have seen on a table with a bunch of other pictures. But this picture was put away, you know, for a long time. But that is the one young picture that I do have there. The rest are all when she was older.
I want you to be careful in the car.
Isn't it true that most people are going to be in a car accident at some point?
Well, I was in a traumatic car accident. I broke 27 bones, both my legs. I wasn't supposed to survive. So it's a little different than just a little fender bender. It's made me very happy that I know my mother's there, you know, and that she's still watching out over me, you know, giving me a hard time about my driving via James.
Imagine losing 2 young children to a rare brain disorder and the stress it would put on a marriage. It was too much for our next guest. They recently divorced. I have to stress the piece you're about to see was taped before the show. No one in the studio, including James, has seen it. Here is Jennifer and Jerry's story.
Jennifer and I are here today, to get in contact with our kids. They both passed away at 6.5 from a genetic disease.
They were perfectly normal kids and woke up one day to seizures that didn't stop and robbed them of everything, including their vision and their ability to know us. But that didn't stop us from loving them until we had to say goodbye.
Our family was no more. You were kind of robbed of your family.
People worry when they send their kids off to school. Imagine sending your kids off to heaven. I have no idea what's there, even if it exists. So I'm kind of looking for that kind of affirmation that they're okay and that they know we love them and we miss them and, we'll catch up.
Next.
Sure, I feel guilty. I wasn't there also when they passed.
Can a reading with James relieve the guilt that Jennifer and Jerry feel over the death of their children? And she's the world-famous beauty whose deceased grandfather shows up at the strangest places.
He said he was there at the cookout, all right?
Okay.
That's very sad. So weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, God.
Coming up on Beyond.
Hi, Jennifer. Yes. Hi, James. And you're Jerry. Yes. Very nice to meet you. I know you guys you're divorced now, but you were married, and you've come back together now to hopefully contact your children who passed over. Is that right?
Yes.
With some disease of some sort. That's all I know. So I hope I can help contact them and whoever else is around you. I don't know. We never know what's going to happen when I do this. Okay. So really, whatever happens, happens. Okay. So let's see what we get for you. There's a lady standing next to you over here who's like a mother figure to you. I don't feel she's not your mother, but I feel she's like on the mother side of the family. So it'd be like a grandmother on the mother side of the family. You understand?
Yeah.
She's brought your children with you. So you have children. Is it a boy and a girl?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're here, okay? They're here. You knew her father, right?
Correct.
Because he wants to say hello to you.
That's nice.
Okay? These kids are born this way, and they came in this way. And I want you, because I'm being told her father likes you very much. Very, very much. And he was always joke with you, understand? And get along, all right? I also want to tell you I'm being shown a merry-go-round, going on a merry-go-round, and the girl here is loving this little girl, and she loves the merry-go-round, okay? I want to tell you that. I also will tell you the brain is affected in some respects as well, okay? I will tell you this is genetic. It goes beyond you, so we cannot play God, okay? Because these souls came into this life with this, they had to go through this situation. They had to. We don't know why, but it was not your fault. You know that. It was not your fault. Okay? Okay? And was there a thought about meeting someone or meeting some professional sports person or something?
Yeah.
Understand that? It was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a big, big deal to him. I know you've been finding coins and loose change or something. We all do. But I want you to be aware of it because your little boy is giving them to you. And he's coming to that way. Okay?
I can really understand that one.
I know you can. I know you can. And he's telling me you did that to him and you gave him these things and he's giving back to you.
You're exactly right.
All right? That's what he's telling me. And I also want to talk about either losing consciousness or being in a slight coma before they pass. You understand that? Because they're telling me that when they, right before they passed, they were like sleeping. And they're okay. They're okay. They're okay. You really need to forgive yourself for their passing.
You're talking just to me or to both of us? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do you? Because you think you caused this and you didn't.
I don't think I caused it.
Well, somehow being responsible. And,
Exactly.
I know there's a puppy that was bought or a dog.
Yeah, she was given to us, actually.
No longer, though. You don't have that dog any longer?
No,
Yeah,
we do.
we do.
You have it?
I have her, yeah.
Okay, your
She lives
daughter
with
loves
me.
that. Your
Yeah,
daughter
she-
loves the dog. and your daughter sees the doggy, and is there all the time with the doggy. There's no more pain then, because it was pain. No longer. They want me to tell you this, all right? So please be all right? Okay, thank you.
Jennifer, I'm going to start with you and ask you about the merry-go-round.
Yeah. I used to take my daughter a lot after our son had passed away to the park for our fun time, and that's all she wanted to do was be in the merry-go-round. So that's what started me crying right away because
I noticed that.
There's no way that he would know that.
The brain is affected in some respects as well.
It's a genetic disorder, and it's called Batten's disease, and unfortunately it's extremely rare, and my husband and I unfortunately both carry the same defective gene, and they both got it.
I know you've been finding coins.
My grandmother had given me a coin collection to give to each of the grandkids, and he didn't get his, but it's kind of odd how I keep accumulating coins for his collection. The other kids, their collection's pretty much full, but I keep finding coins for him.
Was there a talk about meeting someone or meeting some professional sports person or something?
We were season seat holders for the Kings, and for some reason he always had to take off running and ended up getting down underneath where he wasn't supposed to get and got a hold of Wayne Gretzky and a few other guys, and they kind of just pulled him along.
I know there's a puppy that was bought.
We felt bad for our daughter because, you know, we knew what was going to come, what was going to happen to her. And so Make-A-Wish had read a story about her illness, and so they'd given us a dog, a guide dog. And so her and the guide dog all the time together, the dog would sleep with her, everything. So it's nice to know that she remembered that. I mean, there's no way that anybody would know that happened.
You really need to forgive yourself.
Feeling guilty? Sure, I feel guilty. I wasn't there also when they passed. So, you know, time will come, and I've been working on that time, and it's been, you know, a struggle. It really has. So letting it go, this probably helped some. It's helped me let a lot of it go.
I feel like a big plate of jelly, basically. I'm just kind of open to it and excited at the same time.
Supermodel Racheal Hunter meets James Van Praagh, next on Beyond. She's a world-famous supermodel, a loving mother, and a woman on the go. And right now, she's ready to go beyond.
You know, Lisa, I've done so many readings, a lot of different people, and one which really stuck out to me, and I was so blessed to meet this person, was Racheal Hunter.
Ooh.
Yes, very busy lady, gorgeous lady, sweet on the inside and the outside. And she wanted to contact her grandfather. And, well, her grandfather I don't think came through really well, but someone else did. So let's go take a look and see what happened.
Let's do this.
All right.
Okay.
I have never met James or had any personal contact with him whatsoever. I'm really looking forward to actually meeting him and the reading. I think to have someone who's has a reputation like that and who does the work like he does, I think it's a real thrill, and I'm really excited about it for sure.
Hi, Racheal. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And thank you for having me in your home here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I know that you wanted to get in contact with the grandfather that passed over, and anyone else that shows up might show up. First of all, let me just tell you how I work is I tune into your energy, which is very, very clean. By the way, it's very, very clear. When I look at you, I see very, very clear. There could have been trouble with children, having children prior, or he went trying to get pregnant, and it was hard to do that. Mm-hmm. Understand that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's an area there where you have that's a little weakness, but that's okay. I feel like you have 2 children now.
Yes, I do.
Okay, there's going to be a third, and it's going to be a girl.
Oh.
All right? I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, so don't worry.
Exhausted by the boy. No, he's
I
awesome.
feel definitely a girl. Did your mother ever lose a baby?
No,
or have a
she
miscarriage?
didn't. No.
Never had a miscarriage?
No.
Okay. You had a miscarriage?
Yeah,
okay.
I had a miscarriage. I don't know whether that
Well,
with the mother
there
thing
are
could
2
happen.
plus. I keep on thinking 3.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have 2 kids and there would have been a miscarriage, so it would be
Yes.
3? Okay, I thought it was your mother. You know what a Robert? There's someone coming in who knows this person, who knows a Robert or Bob.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Father's what? Father's mother. Your father's mother has passed over, hasn't she?
My father's mother, yeah.
She wants to come and bring you some sweets. That's how she put it. This grandmother who comes into you, who would be Nan, known as Nan to you, right? Known as a Nan.
Nana, yeah.
Nana. Did she ever help to raise you sometimes?
Enormously.
Okay.
Yeah, enormously.
Because she's talking about, she was a big influence to your growing up.
Yeah, she was. She took care of us and was very nurturing and very motherly. Yeah.
And she's showing me you cleaning, and she's teaching you how to clean the house and how to do little odd jobs around the house and cleaning the dishes, washing up the dishes. And she's showing me you stacking them nicely, and she makes sure they're all very nicely when you do them.
Yeah.
And who has a heart condition, by the way?
All of us. I actually do have a heart condition. I have a mitral valve prolapse.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Because she's talking about the heart valve situation. Okay. Are you planning to visit your grandmother down in New Zealand? Are you from New Zealand? Are you from?
Yeah, I just was down there with them, yeah.
And you visited her already? Okay.
Yeah.
And that was a very big deal.
Yeah.
They made a big deal of it. And this man here is telling me, thank you for doing that.
Aww.
Thank you for doing that. This must be his wife. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know if they showed you some pictures while you were down there. Was it someone showing you some photos or something?
Old photos and stuff, yeah.
Okay, because he's talking to me about them showing you photos while you were down there. And I think there was a cookout of some sort. Some kind of a cookout.
Yeah.
You understand that? He said he was there at the cookout, right?
Okay.
That's very strange. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, God.
People keep on sending you things for free, like perfumes and things, but you don't like them.
I've got a massive collection of them in my bathroom, and they're all on the tray, and I don't use any of them.
Okay, but there's like a particular type that you would like
Yeah,
to go and buy.
one. Yeah, no.
That's what you're saying to
Absolutely.
me. Okay. Isn't
Absolutely true.
that funny? Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
And who has the bunny?
Oh my God, I can't believe this. It's Liam.
Is that your son?
Yeah, he only just got this bunny just recently and became attached to it for some weird reason.
Okay.
Because he has his teddy, but yeah, there's a bunny.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's from her. It's from Grandma. It's from Nana.
Oh.
For him. And she wanted me to tell you that, so you know it's from her, that they're involved with our lives every day.
Oh, wow.
So there you are.
Oh my God, that was so amazing.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
You.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it
Very
was
much.
amazing.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Good. God bless. Your father's mother has passed over, hasn't she?
It was amazing how prominent my Nana was, actually. She was really, really strong.
And who has a heart condition?
It was there, and some of the things he said about my heart and like the mitral valve prolapse, that was pretty much right on there.
And who has the bunny?
I don't even know where he got the bunny from. It's so weird, and then for her to come through and say, well, I gave it to him, because I don't even know where the bunny came from. I didn't buy it for him. And it's become a very important part of my son's life, yeah.
And you know what a Robert?
Oh God, I'm just remembering who Robert and Bob is. It was my ex's father, now that I think about it. Oh, what a bummer, yeah.
People keep on sending you things for free, like perfumes and things.
I have a whole bunch of perfumes in the bathroom, yeah. That people give me or that I kind of, yeah, I mean, I just don't use them, any of them. It's an incredible thing that it doesn't finish here. It still keeps going, no matter what.
If you'd like to be part of the Beyond Show audience and have a chance for a reading with James, call our toll-free number, 1-866-88-JAMES, or go to our website at thebeyondshow.com.
You know, today we're seeing some incredible things happen today, and just want you to know that our loved ones indeed do live on. There is no such thing as death. And we teach them too. They're in the spirit world watching us, and by our examples and how we live every day, we help to teach them how to love and forgive. So help them along by loving and forgiving more. It helps us all. And to you at home, I want you to remember to always forget what you know, believe what you see. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Do you ever receive any messages in your sleep? And if you do?
Good question. No, because if I did, I'd be going more crazy than I am. You know, I'd be like a lunatic here. But no, what I've learned to do when I do this work, you have to learn how to close yourself off and shut yourself down. And there are times after I'm finished doing my work, I shut down. So I'm not really open to those spirits or those energies around me.
Are you getting the message from the deceased person themselves, or is it your spirit guide giving you the message, or is it a combination of the two?
Good question. It's a combination. I first link in with my guide, who actually has the people there who are going to communicate. And he will tell them how to communicate, how to send the thought, how to send the message.